John Pollock here, getting set for UFC 206 on Saturday night, featuring the return of Jordan Meehan and getting it to happen at the Air Canada Centre in Toronto. You've had a lot of fights, Jordan. Is this a special one, getting to do it in Toronto?
It sure is. I fought in Ontario before, never in Toronto. So, I know I've had a lot of support here in Ontario, but now Toronto, it's going to be huge. And, I got friends and family coming down. Plus, watching on pay-per-view, it'll be the first pay-per-view fight, so that's huge for me. And to have a tough opponent like Emil that's super powerful, super athletic, and dangerous, it's going to be an exciting fight.
When did you make the decision that you were going to come back? And what did that time off do for you, both physically and mentally?
It did a lot for me. It helped me really bring everything together of, take a step back and look of where my career went and how it was going. And I really, truly did feel like I wanted to retire and never compete again. But no, taking that time off, I've said this before, but living in just a healthier lifestyle, living, just mentally being, having clarity basically, and realizing that this is an opportunity. And that's where I'm at now. That's how I feel right now. I feel like this is an opportunity.
Were you training throughout that time away, or was it cold turkey that you were kind of removed from it?
That was the thing. I was laughing at myself. I'm like, I'm never going to retire from this sport, because I never stopped training. I never left the sport per se, but just competition and that mental stress that came with that. But now I'm embracing it more and loving it. But never left the gym, and was always working on things and going to jiu-jitsu class and teaching. I was teaching a lot of private lessons and teaching self-defense, and I had a couple kids come to me that were getting bullied, and I was like, okay, I would love to work with you and work on some self-defense stuff, and that was really fun for me. I really enjoyed teaching and getting that connection with some people to teach, and it's more than just teaching them fighting or self-defense. It's you're hanging out with them for a good hour, and you're making a connection between somebody.
This will be at least documented, your 40th pro fight. I don't know how many more maybe are on top of that as well, but that's what I suspect. How have you approached sparring as you've gotten older and wiser? What's kind of your philosophy when it comes to sparring during training?
We've really lightened up quite a bit. We used to go hard sparring. You're basically fighting each other in the gym, and that was every day for years, but we've definitely changed that. We go hard to the body and hard to the legs and whatnot, sparring still, but even that I've kind of stepped away from. But you can get just as good of a workout and timing with a good pad holder, somebody that's rushing you, somebody that's going for takedowns, somebody, it's not live, but you're not taking a beating. So, a lot. I don't regret how we've trained in the past, because it's gotten to me where I am now and the confidence that I have with my timing and everything. So, but just long term, sitting down and looking at it, like, okay, long term, I want to fight longer. I want to be healthier. I want to have a healthy brain. I want to, not deal with these concussions. I want to, live a healthy lifestyle. And so, yeah, definitely cut back on some hard sparring.
How much of your return was necessitated with your dad maybe urging you, saying, hey, man, I'm fighting all the time. What about you, Jordan?
That was just me watching him fight. He's never pressured me into anything like that, and he's always been very supportive of me. So it was just me on the sidelines watching him fight and, tap some guys out, have boxing matches. He does it all.
Last thing, the last time we saw you was January of last year, which doesn't seem like all that long ago, but in the UFC, the whole company has changed. The company has literally sold in that time. We have a Reebok deal, USADA. What is it like being back in the mix here for what is a much different UFC than the one you left?
Yeah, the staff is a little bit smaller. I'm noticing that. We'll find out on fight night how much it's different. They're really organized, and even when Bert left, Bert was awesome. He was unbelievable how much he would amp you up, and just the support and love that he had. So it's slowly changed, but I haven't noticed that much of a change yet. Just a little bit smaller of a staff, but everything's still very professional, and it's great. Sitting on the sidelines, I think, is a little bit different watching everything, because a lot has changed, with the superstars and the how many fights have taken place, how many people have left, you know what I mean? So it's changed, but right now, and seeing the community that's all here and seeing everybody again, it's great for me.
We're really looking forward to your return. It's going to be Jordan Meehan, Emil Mech coming up Saturday night, part of the pay-per-view portion of UFC 206 from the Air Canada Centre in Toronto.